What it's like to stream green screen. Okay, there've been hundreds of videos. Who knows? Everybody knows there have been hundreds of videos. What? What did you say? You don't know how to stream on a green screen? I didn't say anything about not being able to stream on a green screen. I know how to stream on a green screen. The dog's going to show us today, aren't you? That's where you're exactly right. The dog's going to show you how to stream green screen. Now, for most people, it's not really necessary to stream, right? Just adds a little flair, a little flavor to your stream, and I like to do it. But what's the number one thing you got to worry about if you're going to stream with a green screen? Lighting. Without proper lighting, you're going nowhere. So let's get ready. Let's see what the dog can do. Okay, so in order to get started, it's going to take me a few minutes to get this thing together. So you guys just sit tight. Give me 1 second. I'm going to fast forward this thing up, and we're going to get started. Woo! Boy, that was rough. However, as you can see, the entirety of everything behind me is covered in green. We're going to straighten out the screen a little bit more. And the good news is that I'm using natural lighting right now, so I kind of have a better chance of getting exactly what I want. The bad news is if I do this going into a nighttime stream, you'll see that there'll be some discoloration of the screen. So you want to make sure you're streaming at a time either where you have adequate lighting, or if you like to use natural light like myself, you go ahead and stream during that time, right? Okay, so let's see how this is going to start. So for those of you who Streamlabs, OBS, you're going to find that on your device, on the device you're using as a capture device, you're going to go into your filter settings, right? So here I am. I'm going into filters. You can't see this part on the screen, but I'll try to make that available to you. We're going to go into the filter section. I definitely can make that available to you. Anyway, I'm going into the filter section, and we are going to add color key, because that's what we're working with, right? So let's go see if we can find color key, and boom. Now my color key type's already set to green because, okay, it's evident. You don't have to worry about that. But I'm going to adjust this so that I disappear in a sort of way. I don't think, okay, that's a little too much, right? That's a little bit, that's a good bit, right? I'm going to bring our contrast here, brightness. We're going to keep our brightness up. And we're going to try to make this slowly disappear. It's kind of hard to do. We may have to get a little extra lighting to help us do that, right? Right? We may have to get a little extra lighting pointed in the direction of what we need to get us to kind of disappear in the right way. So let's try disappearing a little bit more, and there goes our whole screen. But that's a problem because that's not me in my entirety, right? That's just kind of like, that's bad. That's really bad. So we play around with the settings a little bit, and you start to see the things that can and cannot happen with the green screen. Well, one thing we notice it's not smooth. So you're gonna have to smooth out the screen so that you'll be able to get a good accurate rendition. So let's smooth that out a little bit more. A little better than it is. Smooth that out. Get the wrinkles out. Right there. See that? That's a little better. But we got to do a little bit more. Alright. So boom. Alright. That's pretty smooth. Still a little wrinkle in. Now how can you fix that? I'm going to show you here in just a second. So I'm going to adjust my camera just a little bit more. Right? Now let's try it again. Let's see what we do when we get... See, we still have those few wrinkles right there, right? We want to make those disappear. And that's the wrinkles that are coming from this side. So watch what happens when I make this disappear. Right? Oh, look, I seem to have made it worse. Now this might be an easier fix than you think. So what we're going to do, stretch that out a little further and bring more of our screen from here over. Right? See that? Piece of cake. We're going to do it again. Straighten that out so that falls nice and even, and still a little bit, but not as much. All right, and we have this little piece right here that's causing us an issue, right? So 9 times out of 10, what you may have to do is you may have to iron out your screen a little bit, just because you'll get that in there. I'm going to do another little trick to kind of show you exactly how you can minimize that, right? So I'm going to take this. Look at that. I was able to move it out of the screen altogether. And that way we can let down a little bit on the green and take some of that. And now that we have that pushed over, since I kind of like to make myself outside of the frame of the Datclickdoe right there. Don't want to hide who I am, right? Let's move the dog over a little bit. Oh, that's another string. Oh. Let's close this up. Let's move the dog over a little bit. How about that? We'll move the dog over a little bit, and we'll take me and bring me over a little bit, and we'll go back into our filters and our properties one more time, and we're gonna adjust the filter for this device. Okay, so we're gonna adjust it just a little bit, kind of take the black off me, no pun intended. And there we go. Look at that, perfect green screen. And by the way, I mean, right? It's the Datclickdoe, right? That's what we're doing. So this has been a small tutorial of how to do a green screen. It's probably not as informative and in-depth as you'd like it, but I will tell you that with just a careful little bit of shuffling back and forth with settings, playing with those settings in the right direction, you too can have a green screen. If you're a streamer, or if you're just starting out streaming, because most professional streamers already know this, if you're just starting out streaming, this is an excellent way to be able to get your stream going, keep you in the shot. Now, what if I wanted to decrease that size of what I look like in the screen? I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to decrease this. You see that part I got hanging out over there? I'm going to put myself in. What? I want to make myself smaller. I can do that and keep that piece of the green screen that I haven't, if I ironed it out, it'd probably been better. Can keep me over there in the corner. So there you are. I have the Datclickdoe over here, and there's my green screen. There's my natural lighting. And guess what? This is the end of your lesson from the dog today. You may not be able to teach an old dog new tricks, but the dog's trying to teach you one. Guys, thank you for stopping by. This is the Datclickdoe with Datclickdoe. Remember, if it's not about anything else, it's all about Datclickdoe. I'm sure about that. I'm definitely sure about that.